All right, back again with the next team. We are making a slight adjustment. We wanted to have a better closing factor, and then we're going to have the Talon with the Primeape and the Dunsparce. Here we're going to go immediately to the Primeape. We fire off the close combat and down goes the Dugong, and now we have absolutely ruined their energy management. We're going to be able to fire off these Rage Fists back at this Toxapex. Toxapex is trying to farm us down, but not before we get to another Rage Fist. This is a boosted Rage Fist, so it'll do a decent amount. And just like that, we've already gotten a pretty tanky Toxapex into the yellow. We're going to go into our Dunsparce now. Dunsparce is going to be able to survive this move. Sludge Wave is decent. And then we're going to have the Talonflame versus the Marowak. So both of us are just over farming here. We do get to the fly and we are able to fire off the moves. This is going to get the shield. And they're going to throw a move here. We have to shield even if they bait. But we already have a move as well. So they go for the Bone Club bait. Makes sense. And then we're going to get the one Incinerate. And then we're going to shield here. There's another Bone Club. And then we're going to get to another Incinerate, and we are back-to-back flies, so we are going to be able to win the CAP tie if they decide to try to throw the move. They decided to let it go, and now we're going to have another fly for this Toxapex. This is going to get that last shield, and we can combo play with our Dunsparce. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Dunsparce Talonflame combo at the end. Nice little energy management at the end right there. Basically getting to 2 flies constantly and forcing our opponent to basically be in a very tough spot. Okay, against Talonflame here, this is going to be interesting. We are going to overfarm and then fire out the move before we dip out of here. We're going to use the Brave Bird. It does go through. That's really good damage. And then we're going to go into our Dunsparce. They counter swap into their Marowak. So they saved all that energy with the Azu. We are going to have the slight energy advantage versus this Marrow. However, they're going to be able to get to move right here, so we don't throw the move. They're going to fire off a Bone Club, and we can survive this one, but not the next one. We're going to fire off the Shogun immediately, and this is going to get them pretty low. And actually, the fact that they let it through gives an opportunity to shield right here and take it out if we want it. So we decided to take that because the rollout did go through. And now we see the Azu in the back. Pretty low health. We're going to fire off this Draw Run, and it does grab the shield anyways. So that is really nicely done by that Dunsparce. Dunsparce taking out the Marrow and getting a shield from this Azu. We're going to go into the Talon right here. And we got to soak up this energy somehow. They throw the Ice Beam. We barely survive it. And we are going to be able to fire off a Fly. This is going to KO or get this last shield. There goes the last shield. And we're going to go into the Primeape. Primeape versus this Azu. Do we think this is play rough? Oh, it is the play rough. And unfortunately, unable to win that game right there. Kind of a 50-50 call. They did have the energy for both Ice Beam and play rough. However, we called it wrong, obviously. But one shield Primeape usually is pretty good for us, especially since we didn't know what was in the back. All right, here we go. We got the Dunsparce versus the Bibarel. They're going to be able to fire off a move here. We're going to tank it. Hyper Fang, pretty decent damage, but we can survive it. Now we see the Azu. So we're going to be able to build up a lot of energy. This Draw Run here will chip away. Probably need like 6 or 7 of these Draw Runs. Here comes the second one. They can easily survive it. Okay, it looks like 4 or 5 actually. 4 or 5 plus all the rollouts. We're going to shield here. And then we're going to see if we can throw this next Draw Run on good timing. Okay, right before they get to their move. Here comes the Draw Run. Let's see what they do. They decided to let it go. And we get the rollout to go through. We could shield here and flip the switch, and that's exactly what we do. So we go down 2 shields, but we flip the switch. We see the Bibarel come back in. We have a move ready for them. They decided to tank it, and then we're going to have the Primeape. So Primeape is looking to either grab a shield or get the KO. This is not going to KO, but they understand that it's only a Rage Fist. Here comes a move from Bibarel. Hyper Fang is used, huge damage, and now they're left with one Pokemon. Ends up being the Charge-a-Bug. So Charge-a-Bug is going to be pretty difficult to deal with. We fire off the Rage Fist. We do grab a shield, and we still have a little bit of play here. We have to catch a move eventually. I'm going to go with the Talonflame here. I decided to throw 2. We try to switch, but unfortunately we're locked in. Here comes the Discharge most likely. We do survive it, and then we try to catch. No, unfortunately unable to catch that move, and they're going to be able to take us out with the next move. There's the Discharge. So GG's. Unfortunately, the Charge-a-Bug, not great for our Primeape. And we had a small chance. We needed to catch the move, but unable to. All right, Mirror Talonflame matchup. This is going to be interesting. This is like a very, very dicey mirror match. We're going to try to find out who wins CAP. They win the CAP. We let it go. So at least we didn't invest the shield right there. We're going to go for this Bibarel. Let's see if we get a shield. We do get the shield. And okay, we both simultaneous swap out, and we go into our Dunsparce. They go into their Dugong. We're going to be able to get to this Rock Slide first, and we are at least at the shield advantage. We're going to let this go because we can get to another move here. And let's see if they're going to invest their last shield. Most likely not, so they're going to let this go, probably. Yep, and we do take them out. That Dugong wasn't quite as tanky. And then we're going to be able to have a really, really good end game here because we actually have 2 really good things against this Ferrothorn. They come back in here with a Talon with no energy, so we're going to fire off this Rage Fist. It does get him into a low red, and we want that extra farm, so we shield here. And then we're going to look for... Okay, they actually had double. We're going to let this go, and then we're going to come in with our Dunsparce. Okay, and they saw the writing on the wall because our Dunsparce had a good amount of energy. We were going to farm it down, and then we were going to be able to fire out probably multiple drill runs, and then we can come in with our Talon to farm them down. All right, we got the Talon versus the Sandslash. Really good matchup here. This is going to be a switch out into the Feraligatr. We're going to use our Dunsparce to try to win this matchup here. We can tank 1, so we let the first one go, and then we're going to build up energy here. We get to the drill run on good timing. This is not going to KO, but it will get them low enough that our rollouts could threaten, and they decided to let it go. So we have the option of flipping the switch now. We're going to fire off this shield, and then we're going to see if we can get the roll out, and we do get the farm down. That's really nice for us. They're going to come back in with the Sandslash. So this Sandslash running Shadow Claw is also not great for the Dunsparce. We are able to get a huge drill run. Doesn't quite KO, but this next one will. So this is going to get the shield or the KO. They decided to let it go. Okay, so what do they have in the back here? Oh, wow. Ends up being the Goal Alert. Luckily, this Dunsparce is able to get to another move, and that is really nice done by that Dunsparce. Coming in clutch. Basically, seeing 3 Pokemon is insane. Here, we got to see if they're going to go for multiple Shadow Punches. We shield there, and then we're going to get to a move. This is going to get that last shield. Here comes another move, and we do get an Incinerate out. If this isn't KO, we are close to a move. And now we are going to be able to get to another move after an Incinerate. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Talonflame. So that was nicely done with that Talonflame. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.